the answer to woes they faced last season.
Let's see how these teams are looking with these changes. Okay, Fury on defense, Crew on attack, and
speculate as much as we want.
We have a 8-person duel. Insta broke the door. Contact from Raze, Flash, Swing, Omen Flash.
Take this A main control.
Walls down, there's first contact, and Crew.
Wow, he got both. Dude, that must have been fast. That must have been really fast. The adjustment to kill this guy and then this guy, that's a 6-star.
Defensive side of Furia, and has to rotate all the way from the C to A against 3 players here of Crew Visa.
A tall task for Havoc, and very quick play to start off from Crew. No hesitation. They also didn't see too much util thrown back at them as they entered into A. So felt pretty good about taking that space. This one,
yeah, no idea that they're all door here.
One last alt point if Havoc can't just kind of deny everything here.
Does want to make a little bit of noise though. He wants to force the hand out of Crew, who still has utility left to use that. Heat now in a new initiator role, switching away from the duelist to be that support for Kesnit. We'll be able to group together with the rest of Crew Visa, and they'll answer first in this series.
Furia had the strat that was pretty set to stop Crew there, but I don't think Furia believed it would happen as quickly as it did. As soon as that wall dropped, door was open, but still 2 shots from Klaus.
That's a nice way to start it.
Able to capitalize on that space gained. And that kind of just throws the entirety of Furia's defense.
Literally Crew Visa, yeah.
No coming back from that one.
Looks like it.
Still there for MW Zera with the buy. And it's going to be 3 Vandals and a Guardian. Crew is just going to put a smackdown on this round.
Must have been relatively big. Okay, pistol into this one in terms of 1 Sheriff, and that is just random timing. Still didn't break the turret.
So far, and they do realize Crew is taking this slow, waiting back on their own side of the map to start here.
The only thing that's difficult there with what Furia was doing here is that they didn't even get the turret down towards that B spawn. Which then means it's easier for Crew to rotate around if they need to, but again, you've mentioned it with...
Nice start, and I think this is the first time Heat's ever played a non-duelist in an official. Like the first ever time. Hello, keep it out with them, mate.
Trying to push forward to at least try to punish Klaus, who then decides to fall back. And for Crew Visa, at least they'll plant the spike over at A.
Trying to identify where some of these guns are, if they can even get one.
Yeah, it seems a little bit far here towards the orb, but at least, just like the beginning of the round,
the wall goes in, dude. He put up the wall and gave them the cross to get the guns. That might backfire.
Changing now the times. Potential for Crew to win this comeback. Door being open to try to fight and clear towards Tree, but all of Crew are holding back at the top of heaven. In the back,
this guy's just non-stop opening door.
Watching the angles, and the last 2 players of Furia looking to die to spike and also potentially save the Guardian or do some damage.
Give me the Viper.
They'll catch one.
Viper's gonna try catch him.
Klaus to fall. Conan decides to not give his life away, at least to his opponents.
Oh man, just on the edge.
Nas were caught on the heels.
I have to buy a gun. That's so fun.
But gonna go down with that one. Furia putting up quite a fight here in these first few rounds to give Crew some trouble. And those Vandals definitely telling of how Crew kind of just wants to get the wins on this one.
Yeah, and there's that stat right there. First time that was seen Heat as a non-duelist agent. And again, that's that question mark in what was being brought up by Spaka over on the Brazilian broadcast. That he's pretty much there to support Kesnit. Maybe Heat will be the glue to Kesnit's opening, but also that's still great firepower that they add into the arsenal of Crew here in this matchup today.
I feel like as we see a little bit of C mound control, we're just in this era of a lot of the fraggers, a lot of the marksmen that we see in our league. Quick shot towards heaven
nice
here.
Nice little dink through the wall here.
Heat goes back onto something, kind of just a reset, right?
Bonus is very good at the moment from Crew in terms of just their guns. Super proactive, searching for them, lose A control, gain all the BC control.
But getting a chance to reset on a different agent.
Go away from the ult.
See how it works out for him. Now into this bonus
They're gonna
round.
go back. I mean, this is still nice. Heavy question mark created here. Just cleared over towards B control, and we, with this early A question mark, have the heaviest stack. And Khalil really needs to TP out instead of going for that extra duel. Considering his team is so far away there, as soon as he meets someone, he needs to go back. There's a lovely lurk coming in from the Killjoy. Dude, Crew looking pretty decent at the moment.
It gives a chance to Crew to just walk in and get this plant down. Heat gets this plant, they have a Nightfall as well.
Oh my word. Look at this lurk coming in all the way through the back. If they time this perfectly, it's big kills for Shy.
That's going to ping all players, making it very difficult to hear anything, giving a chance.
He got another one on that. Yeah, dude, the luck doesn't even need to come in. He got 4. The fade ult hit everyone, did a lot of, well, did minus decay, and Kesnet just cleans up. And first 4 kills for him. First big buy rounds, good start for
You have
Crew.
the safety net in Shy's lurk, but yeah, Kesnet.
What is that? Where is that other kill?
To come through. Great defense. The 4K, the showstopper, very close to coming online. It's exactly what you want to see from Kesnet starting off the stage.
That guy's a lunatic.
The fans still there, just building up this energy that Crew can use to keep this momentum.
Lot of money. Lot of money with this one. Got some upgrades as well in terms of the guns. And they are kind of just strolling out towards A, so this needs to not happen at one point.
And Fiora doesn't want to show anything yet. A little bit of shots that came through from the staircase at the beginning of the round for Noswar, but...
Nerf? Yeah, there's a lot to nerf. Bucky as well. Bucky, Odin, Marshall.
The stack is.
Probably the judge again.
C site for information. A crossfire set up on B and a 3-player stack on A site for the defensive side. As there is that utility coming out, trying to flush out those defenders.
Skydog goes in, hits 3, well, sees 3 over towards door.
From Noswar. Crew's starting to feel that there's maybe more than just one player around after seeing that initiator utility.
Yeah, I think Kesnet's given the calls. Like, I don't feel like it's safe blast packing through that. You're only entering through tree.
Yeah, but that would be the worst thing ever.
Separate those first holds.
Because people might actually think that's a good idea.
Fake being done, breaking door 1 satchel, and already all of Furia rotates out of A, making it a lot harder for them to retake the site now with only these pistols. I mean, there's a couple of stingers as well. But they can't close the gap, they can't use
They are making this one look easy as well. Very clean, 4 people survive. Armor rebuy. Ults are pretty much here, 1 away in terms of this one. Money's out of control, we've got 3 people. They're gonna reach 9k.
Probably some lurkers. You get Kesnet.
Yeah, this needs to happen. Dude, they gotta go aggro A.
Just to pull that A defense off their original holds, get them out of position. And you see Crew crash.
Hamster's doing good, dude. The Shy.
Nice
the Shy and burrowing away.
To being able
doesn't come out too much, but that's fine.
Your opponents in their defensive spots. And still going back to A. They did not fear the fact that the stack was.
How would I nerf the Marshall? Shoot not as fast and no scope accuracy not as good.
Furia to reset. Still looking to make this defense hit Crew and make Crew worry about it. The extremity pushes from Furia have been stopped at Mound. They don't get too much pressure, and then that kind of resets. There really hasn't been too much of a push towards A, and you only have the nade to throw from that defensive side, so you can't really set up the C's nade or getting somebody locked up.
That's a great point, actually, Riv, because yes, they've added pressure on the C mount, but on the A side, there was never that big pressure of
scope accuracy is mental. Yeah, bro, it's so high. It really is.
There was no opposition. You didn't want to continue to move forward to find info. You just rotate around and stacked, and when you have no info on the A side either, you could get your players caught there with what we saw, Khalil alone on that.
I don't think some teams need. I think you guys love roster changes quite a lot.
By Noswar to try to get that mid-rounding call, a perfect read into the mid-round, as Crew's doing a great job at that. Although on their end, on the attack, they've shown a lot of their strategies so far in the first 4 rounds.
It seems like Fury will try to figure this one out with
Hamster size, dwarf hamster, bro, so it's like real small.
The comfort in taking the alt orb,
If she comes out, I'll try and
Klaus gets pit,
make the camera bigger.
Ready to go wherever they decide to end this round. No, it goes to Kesnet. Oh, I didn't realize he was one off. Yeah, obviously Kesnet gets it. So much more pressure added by the showstopper.
And I like that. So off the timeout of Furia, they actually went for the dog for that information gathering. Sees nobody towards that B side. They know the engagement is now towards A. After realizing that Kesnet has the
Furia does not giving them like all the map control ever.
Yeah. This gives them a chance to flood a little bit faster. And for a lurk to happen, actually, it's going to be a full TP from Khalil.
Yeah, let's see what this retake's like. It can have a very good Omen flash, as we can see at the moment, if they wanted to push all the way through.
Just on the other side. First contact will be Heat. Throws utility inside the door, and it's just beautiful there. Very hard for
Dude, they got to go aggro towards A.
Now Khalil on the 1v1. Elise gets 2.
Last player standing.
Now up to Noswer. Latest addition to the roster. Tapping on that spike. I mean, the players are far. It's halfway. He's trying to full stick it. And Melzer just goes for the drive-by. Easy kill as we have 5 now unanswered rounds for Crew Visa.
Crew comes flying through, and the way they're preventing the retakes must be so annoying for Furia. The way that Baby Door was held, Kesnet's hugging Baby Door, so as he draws the paranoia, Kesnet can still see as they come through. Really, the big mind games. Sight's given a little bit of space, but they're easily able to come around. Stop the defuse, stop it all. 5 in a row now for Crew. Back to a low buy for Furia. And they're looking for a little bit of A control this time. Kesnet just absolutely dropping havoc to start this off.
What the hell is going on? They are getting annihilated. What is that shot? It was so fast.
By Kesnet, who hasn't skipped a beat here.
Bro, they are just running it down, by the way. Like, no joke. There isn't much need for mid-rounding in the past couple of rounds. Like, it's just... It's just sight hits. It's just ranked. Map control into sight hits.
Furia, I mean, you're going to have to try to do something with these stingers. Unless they get a quick
you just let Kesnet try and hunt again? Get another roll?
Fully delayed by beautiful utility by Klaus.
Yeah, looks like it.
Smoke coming through. What really can you do?
Wait, the crash.
Yeah. There's just so much delay.
Oh, they're going to push. Hello.
Try to farm that up a bit. I mean, you've done the damage. You're trying to do the damage. There's just too much in terms of economy.
Yeah, but honestly, this is fine for Crew. Just stacking up orbs. Like, they made it expensive, but what? Do they really care about the money? Not really. Crew, what is going on?
Even Crew, Heat is already almost at the nightfall.
That was just throwing bags of money at the problem. Honestly, just went spawn and like throw bags of money at it. We're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's ridiculous from Crew, because with that kill, they skirt the push from A, from Furia. Had we not had Havoc go down there, then Crew may hear that push from A. Then they have to respect.
It's too long though, Crew. That's the issue. You're at like 3 lines.
Goes down, Fury is just straight into sight, and the push
You're at like 3 lines. I can't read that.
Too far behind. Crew just 1 step ahead, whether they know it or not. The shots are making it happen and everything fall into place. Heat gets up onto Nightfall.
Bro, what is going on, man? They let them walk out over towards A. They just insta one-tap every single time they see someone.
One way that was being thrown there on the defense and just decides to creep up and gets an entry like that. This was an opportunity for Furia to get their first point on the board. As a swing round comes in with 2 important ults on their ends and a rifle round. But instantly, as you just mentioned, now they play it out.
Timeout? I mean, they've used the timeout. Might have to use another timeout.
Doesn't have any control of that defensive side, right?
But why are they not taking map control?
Crew, and when they do find Furia members, they're just looking at the wrong angle. Here towards tree, and a splash through the wall. See if they can make an impact on A. Furia trying with 4 now.
Things are pushing towards that Baby Door. Shy gets the pick. MW0 now pops up the showstopper, lands it on Klaus, and manages to stay alive here at 21 HP. 3 on 3. As Conan's trying to move in with the rest. Melzer pushing up to the staircase, getting 2 kills, holding
maybe the best chance so far.
That's back to a 1 versus 1. Conan versus Heat. Looking down as Heat.
Yeah, nicely done.
Conan look at the wrong area rather.
It's wild. You can almost see the chaos in Furia's retake. While they know what they're doing, they're still not sure of the timing. Where's Crew going to be? What are they going to do this time? We haven't figured out an answer of the last one. They could be doing something wild, and they usually are. These pushes into Baby Door, catching Nazwar off. These forces up towards heaven, and they continue to push that position too.
We'll see here. Unfortunately, looking down, thinking that Cohen,
yeah, timing's unlucky there.
But I was going to mention, to add on to what you were saying, they used.
Oh my God, they go A.
Well
they go aggro A.
They got some information,
Here we go. They have map control.
Well to help MW0 with the
Let's see if it helps them.
A little bit separate right now on those retakes as well, and not anticipating the Shy Lurks, which now results to a 7-0 scoreline for Crew Visa so far.
And this is even one of the first rounds where Furia has Crew on their own side. They were able to get the Sky Guiding Light and a nade here. So applying a little bit of pressure. But is Crew sweating yet? Up 7-0, you just have to figure out where
that's a big win. They had to use double Prowler to clear that off.
That's a good start from Conan.
Yeah.
Nicely done. And now they're actually winning some aim jobs.
Finally, they could start sweating a bit.
Yes.
Oh, no, man. Come on, Des. Surely not.
In the roster, but they're also 2 players behind in this round number 8. Yet Shy still trying to get an opening, trying to get a lurk. Sees the high-low off the contact of the turret, stays alive. Now here comes the other lurk on the A site, where Klaus is trying to move up with heat. Unfortunately, those numbers continue to dwindle down. It's only fitting to fit the script that we currently have here on a 7-0 scoreline with these 2 teams.
30 seconds.
Heat gets a timing. MW0 falls, but there's still a player at the top of heaven. He's playing it alone, getting off the spike, heard the footsteps, but couldn't look up on time. It's up to Shy now.
Damn, he's close to his monitor.
15 seconds left. I think that's pretty much it. You're gonna have to save here, and we
damn,
stick to
bro.
Yeah, money's still there for Crew. The 7-1 comes in, and we look at what this means for the future rounds. Is this fight coming in? Havoc ready? No, maybe not. Next time. We see what this might mean. The lockdown is there. The pit for Conan coming up with a good amount of
Poor Des, bro.
Havoc, 1 to boot. Doesn't matter. Already has it, but he'll put the KDA in.
Dude, get out of my stream, man.
Ability,
go back to your own stream.
Needs to get through Crew's economy, right? We
just poor mod, man. I feel bad for him now. What have we started? Out of control.
Set the pace of the round. The first round that Fury was able to dictate. Another reason not
just sending his viewers
over at stairs because Crew did not have the initial setup they usually do.
I like the call. It looked kind of weird, maybe from our perspective, that Shy just went in at 1 second left to die, but you're getting 1900 in terms of your bonus instead of 1000, and at the same time, it was probably a call from Cloud to say, hey, you could die, we could try to control an orb and give you an ult as well, and you'll have 3 strong ults to
see if they go in 2 in a row.
Cycle those for the rest of the half. And you could definitely see it here. Crew trying to focus towards that B main, but could late pivot towards the door if they want to.
Bro, it's so much nicer now they go close towards A. Like, look how much better it is to just play the map once they do this. How did it take them like 8 rounds?
Yeah, this is a new look Fury is getting now, but they're responding really well with their hold so far. Backing up to play it safe, and quickly skirting into breakable. MW0 repositions a little. See, previously Crew would have had 1 or 2, a few kills here when this wall drops. But this is what Fury is doing a lot better now here, trying to make this a 7-5 first half.
And they also want to try to pull these defenders out towards this A side, so potentially Kesne could get an entry with the showstopper towards B.
Yeah, and they're going to force them into A, and they got 3 people here.
Instead, you don't use a showstopper, but you still try to open that door and finish there towards Baby Door. There is that showstopper being heard. Kesne
he really thought he was going to W key in with the ult, but Kesne didn't send it. Oh, nice kill from Kesne there. Saving them on that.
Yeah, they're going everywhere they want. They're going everywhere they want.
Oh, this is so one-sided. They're getting so wrecked.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Yeah, Crew Visa seems to have any entry that they want here. Either it's working towards this B site, A, slow pushes towards C. There's really no answer yet to Furia, but I think it's to what we were mentioning before at the beginning of this game. In the 4 rounds that we've seen at the beginning of this game, there were so many different looks that we've seen from Crew. It was or pushes for Rebels, some lurks, doors not breaking, Shy gets a backstab. So Furia is consistently guessing this whole time.
in round 9, as I poke the screen, round 9, they go towards B to start to mess things up a little bit and leave Kesnet there as the breadcrumb to then be the attack later. Almost the spearhead of the attack as he opens up with first blood, finalizes with 3. And a save here from Khalil. 8-1 now as Crew starts with a punishing 8 rounds.
They might have to double pause, right? Double timeout.
Back in their favor. Yeah, they so tough to
I know the map's like attack sided, but
a little faster on the timing than Furia is even.
They also had 3 people over towards B, and they lost like everyone.
That lockdown is still there. Need LMS from Havoc here to be last man standing so they can get this into positions, play a little bit of retake. It is going to be a judge by with some Vandals. And they still won't get too much rubble control. Pillar, just a default now from Crew to read kind of this portion of the first half where they're not sure what Furia might do on a buy.
Yeah. And as the Des mentioned as well, maybe potentially Nosworth could be the one fixing NW0 right now in this current iteration of Furia. But they haven't really been sticking together like glue here at this point. And as I say that, there is that pivot. A walk contact, there's noise being made. Melzer's playing it close. Does have support as well from Shy. So for Crew Visa side, they're just trying to play the bait and try to force them out.
You're not going through door with the spike, surely. Oh my goodness, that was nice.
He gets the entry with the spike.
Opens the door, just focusing over towards door, and then just walks up and shoots in the sides. No cover elsewhere. I can't believe this is their map. I can't believe this. They cannot look like this in practice. There's no way it looks like this in practice.
It seems like a little bit of desperation plays. Everybody's trying to get that kill, but still Crew is thinking about that. They're guarding each other. They're not making the mistake that would allow that kill. And Furia falls to the wayside in so many 1v1s that last the trade, as you said. And now they push MW0 here.
I mean, I was going to say pad some stats if you get more judge kills. I'd like to see that a little bit more from Furia. There's only a couple rounds left here in the half, and they've been trying to play very meticulously, trying to read how Crew's currently playing.
Crew. Honestly, when Crew have like a set amount of time off, they really seem to make everything like look way better. I mean, honestly, they didn't even look that bad at kickoff.
For your first half, for your first map, and your opening game here at the VCT Americas in 2024.
It's really coming down.
They do look good. I mean, yeah, it is. It's a solid mix right now. It is a solid mix. The solid mix of Crew doing good stuff, but Furia is just giving them a lot.
On your duelist, Kesnet's there being the duelist. Klaus has the opening kills of the controller you wouldn't expect because the team's with the Viper at that point. It's not Klaus lurking, it's Klaus being on the front of some of these strats with everyone at A. So yeah, Crew is finding the firepower everywhere they need it here, and it's just stunting Furia at every entrance. Timeout. Furia to reset once more here for your first half. And a 9-3 is still possible as they get some buys in here with low armor in. But Khalil's got that Sheriff. A lockdown still to be used, which shows you the speed, one, that Crew's playing at, how much they keep flexing Furia back onto low buys. But the round of that I was talking about where they're playing with speed, Furia is not in position to say, yeah, lockdown will be good here. No, we already lost 1 or 2. We can't afford to use it this round. They literally aren't getting the chance.
So quiet,
because Crew is decimating.
Yeah.
Without the music.
Those chances need to be given as opportunities by winning these single duels. There's a lot of these moments where even Crew activates early control of lurks and opening attempts, yet still being won on the attack
does anything change for the last 2 rounds? 4 people here to go aggro A, but I think this is good. I think they need to make sure they can get control. But now maybe they're going to go all the way through. They have 4 people here. They leave the Omen now. Omen flash does hit both. Ollie's in.
Just by the Hobbit door. One being damaged, forced to fall back, healing up. Lockdown, potentially in position towards the waterfall, but he's going to be alone here for Havoc. And he only has a Sheriff to defend this with.
Damn, dude. Whoa, what the hell is going on here? Seekers goes in, has at least broke 1. He's going for round the world, but the Seekers letting him know.
As he makes it out on time, that's Khalil.
Just enough.
And Melzer.
2v2.
Really good plan.
Both Omens alive. 1 TP coming out from Khalil. Instantly gets cancelled. So they have information of where Melzer's at. Noswer inside the pit of that B site. Trying to get the tap on the spike, but Shai's just watching the main. 1 versus 1. They have info. The alarm bot's there too. And now Shai's just
my.
Time, but that's a nice shot. That's going to make him guess a bit. Shai's going to have to play a little bit more.
Yeah, because when you just dinked him, why would you full stick it? Nicely done from Shai here. Just like if you... He eats a dink there, and obviously he doesn't know the amount of damage done, but you're going to think he's around like 30 to 1. So yeah, they're not going to stick it after, so he knows that and uses it to his advantage. Very nice round from him.
That's rinse and repeat here for Crew on a lot of these rounds. And the games that Shai is able to play to secure this one on to Khalil. We go to round 12 now with the first half. Nightfall
not today, it seems,
to get the lockdown used and whatnot. MW0 with ultimate to push back at first. Mountain control is going to be the name of the game to start. It looks like Crew wants to fight it.
Melzer just went for a jump spot and saw Khalil trying to play the off angle on the left side of Mound, and now the smoke comes down on the attack, and that control that you're trying to bring, and the surprise attack from Furia, potential will get stopped. You saw MW0 was tucked in behind those wooden boxes, getting rid of the showstopper in case there was a heavy pressure from Crew. Yet they open the door, they're trying to create some sort of paranoia and try to pinch and push aggressively. Nice little change, what we wanted to see. Yet Klaus is doing the same on the other end. Beautiful angle held by Havoc. They finally score first in a round with a player advantage.
Into C they go. Finally
oh boy. Damn, bro. He nearly got a third one as well. 38 HP. He did so much damage with this ult.
One player left alive, Melzer, low HP.
Okay, well, they double it at the end.
And a silver lining for Furia.
Oh, man. I can't believe we didn't see an aggro A until 8 rounds in. That's so bizarre.
To play today. I don't know if there's much more to say there. Really controlling the first bloods, dictating how the rounds are going, and they let Furia know this is not going to be an easy series.
Yeah, definitely not. At this point, too, Crew Visa again had full control of everything going around on their attack side. But on the, I'd like to think.
Could Wingman be able to tank Viper mollies? I mean, yeah, he's got to be good at something. Oh, I think it's alright.
You might see some.
Yeah.
Do you think the ult of Gecko needs to be 8 though? It's the only thing I would change.
So at least as we're trying to wait to see what's going to happen. Ahead of stage 1, we sat down with Melzer to get his thoughts on the Crew roster changes. So let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, I find that weird as well that they picked this map with how passive they played.
Rol de GL y está afectando un poco mi desempeño, según mi opinión. Y Klaus también estaba dando muy buena idea, entonces creemos que el rol de GL se veía bien para él y para mí soltarme un poco y poder desempeñarme mejor. Y la incorporación de Hit es por una lesión que tuvo Motita en su muñeca. Creo que la incorporación de Hit agrega mucho firepower y experiencia. Creo que eso es lo que lo identifica más. Ha tenido muy buen desempeño, tiene muchas buenas propuestas y tiene mucha calma al momento de jugar, que viene de la mano de la experiencia que trae.
Yeah, and definitely you see the results so far this first half, and Hinya contributing quite well. Yeah. Maybe not at the top of the board, but that's not his role. He's not going to be the one trying to get the entries for the team, right? But his assist factor is there.
And it's crazy. It's not crazy to see. It's good to see that role change can be there mentally as well. He's not being like, no, I'll push up again. Let me be that first to peak. No, it really
Did the music go? I don't know.
Well for Crew.
It's so weird, doesn't it?
It's supposed to work on paper and in the server.
Copyright strikes.
I mean, you got to be focused when you got to lurk, right? I kind of like this. When you're actually really close to that monitor.
Dude, everyone's tweeting out Shai.
Your focus is
yeah, it is insanely close to the monitor, though. I mean, look at it.
Which means I don't need to focus on my minimap. I know my pathing that I have to do. I'll get that backstab.
You're basically, what doesn't look the same in front of me? Oh, a shoulder broke that angle. Boom, shoot it. You're seeing that. Pixel perfect. We'll see what they can do to keep it going, because, man, it has been
Has he seen the minimap? No chance he sees minimap like that.
2 on that first half, and in dominating fashion to simply run the same strats, really defaulted up until that first blood comes through, and then it wasn't even a first blood. There were a few 1v1s that would happen. Then Crew gets their trade on the rotation, the way they were controlling Furia's retakes. It's not fun to play that type of game. So let's see if Furia gets to play
Crew
here
on
the
the pistol, 4-person push to B. And 2 people are going to face them. Interesting.
Ghost, Sheriff.
What's Omen doing? Is he TPing over towards here and doing some kind of Omen flash of the contact or something?
Almost, as Klaus looks to keep that armor for himself.
Yeah, definitely looking to have a little bit of utility here on the defensive side of Crew, so they could try to push some players back on the aggression.
Oh man!
But Kesnet first.
Oh, they can't catch a break. They decided to swing early with the Skydog, and there's 4 people here. Dude, how did he get 2 there? Impressive.
Quick 2v2 in the door, or 3v3 rather. In the
They'll needs to try and get one.
While all of this happens, though,
what is going on?
1-for-1-2, but given the time for the attacker side to rotate towards a open door, get a plant, but they're double pushing towards spawn. I'm liking this. It might catch these 2 players of Crew off guard. Just around the corner, it's Kesnet and Melzer scaling back up towards the staircase.
1 smoke, 1 blast pack.
But he'll isolate now. Well, he was looking to be isolated on 2 different 1v1s. As Havoc lands that shot, Melzer looking for 1 towards the back of the side.
Nicely done. Starts with a pistol.
Furia, they score the pistol round, and this might be what they needed here.
Yeah.
Bring it back on the second half.
The pistol round, a must. The rest of them also a must. They do not have much of a chance.
Coaches must be immortal discourse going on Twitter right now. So I had to drop the conversation that Bacon is gold. That's so sick. Yeah, I think just for the sake of exposing Bacon, I would be down to join in.
If not, the lurker be there in the end.
Problem is, none of the coaches have time to play. That's the issue.
They're breathing a sigh of relief on this. They can still look at Lotus as something they need to hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Like if coaches have time to play the game, I'm actually worried.
Second round, avoid all the utility and any zany pushes from Crew. But still quite spread out here. Furia is taking space.
This is big. Shy breaking that dog, and they'll just think, okay, the Killjoy player playing C site. Nice little dink Elise comes out from Havoc, but they don't know about this. The other 3 players inside the smoke, and finally they do when you hear those jumps coming across. Kesnet was able to get 1 fight, and somehow Havoc still gets dropped by Melzer.
Numbers game. He said, I saw 3. They said, okay, we run. Now towards A. Shy's jumping into
Holy.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
He's done so. Elise. The rotates coming out from Crew.
Yep.
There's lurks around. And also, at least, when they got that pick on that C site, there was no weapon upgrades apparently available for Crew Visa.
Yeah, just a Sheriff coming
down. Yeah, I want to see what damage they can do.
As he detected all those members now trying to get this retake, Klaus, Melzer, and Heat.
Should be easy now to close out the round, especially with Nasra on the Vandal. Running away to the last 2 players.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the Tito, man. It's just like... And it's not like ranked is relaxing. Yeah. Like, no, you're not hitting me with the, I'm just playing ranked to relax.
See if he has it.
No one does that.
Make that damage. But it's clean. Pretty decent there for Furia to convert the pistol round.
Nicely done. Still have that Vandal. Sheriffs were there. It looks like they're going to go
exactly that, Jelly. That's what I'm saying.
You
play ranked. You play ranked to ruin your day. Just a perfect day until you decide to queue up. Honestly, I think that is, dude. When I was playing in the off season, it was like honestly the first month was pretty fun, and then like the 5th week I was like, man. And actually, like normally I could laugh off some of the mental things that happen. And then when you have it like on your 100th game, you're like, actually, this is a bit ridiculous now.
Is the question, and it's a no. Just that util mess. They find that KJ has a bit at B.
It was a deep alarm bot that was placed there by Shy, and then also forced Melzer to throw the paranoia out early towards the front B, which means he has no util.
The Reyna arc? I mean, the Reyna arc got me to Immortal. What can I say? It's tried and tested.
Gain control of Mountain, and they'll be able to do that successfully. Prowler now on the defense, thrown by Grooviza.
It's just the easy route. You don't have to rely on everyone.
They're taking a lot of space, but then they're giving it up, and that space isn't anything at the site. They've received a bit of util back.
Yeah, the week-by-week mental breakdown, you're not wrong.
Timing to move up for Furia. And they should have numbers over towards the right side. A little bit of a reset on the defense.
Yeah, and this is looking a little bit scary. Fade gets into position. Raze gets into position.
Pinch the baby door here.
Bad at all.
That spotted him and allows for him to set up with the Zone, but Flashy gets hit by it. Still has support from Kezen out towards the baby door.
That looks so funny.
Now the second one trying to run through, but he gets stopped by a snake bite thrown on the attack. Still one more player inside. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. They're going backwards.
What are
right
they
back
doing?
at the Shy.
What is going on?
Players left with 13 seconds left. On the side of Furia, spotted by the turret. Shy playing the off angle, trying to at least deny the plant. Nosworth,
There's no way you don't W forward there.
now a nice little kill by Conan.
Shy is the most disciplined player I've ever seen.
1-1 on both ends.
6 seconds.
Getting to defuse, and they get the first round on defense.
Hey, almost had it. If you never commit, neither can they. Almost to be at the last second to stretch Crew thin, but so much indecision in that round.
We picking up the Odin. Makes a lot of sense.
They fake B, and you get Crew to rotate out of their positions. That's great. Furia backs up. All right.
He's inside them. He's so close to the monitor. He couldn't see that there was 6 seconds left. Dude, you might genuinely be onto something.
And then the A hit just gets all muddled
He
up and
might actually have sussed it out.
Furia,
Do you know when we used to play? And I'm not even joking you. For like a whole 6 months, Cryptics would play with Digital Vibrance so high that because it's like, you know, the time is red against red, you could never see what the time is when it got red. For about 6 months of the game. It's crazy that we didn't lose for so long. You would never know how many seconds is left when it gets to like -20. It was mental.
He's now 2 rounds away of winning this first map. Going back into the early pressure on the seaside.
There'll be like 3 seconds left. He has to stay alive, and he'll like go forward to be like, oh, I do that for there's like 15 seconds or something. It's like, what? What's going on? He's so adamant that he had to play with Digital Vibrance.
Seeker's out.
And the Seeker's out to push towards the A site. But all this spam of the Odin gives so much time here for Keston to rotate across towards A with the showstopper ready. That reopens the door, but Shy just died towards B. An opening, an opportunity for Crew to move inside B for the plant. At least MW0 dies from the showstopper. He trying to walk forward. Khalil is trying to walk that angle. And
I think Khalil secures the round though, right?
There's still some players alive, but playing quite passively here. There's a potential crossfire setup of Furia out towards this A site. Khalil will be first contact. Kezen and Heat together. The Odin spray connects on the Conan. Melzer gets the kill. The trade from Kezen now, and the disadvantage is on to Furia. Back to the IGL and an LMS against Kezen. Gets the shot as well. And will manage to salvage a round for Furia.
Oh, they reset the money.
Incredibly big. That's game point for Crew if they grab it.
Yeah, and they do reset the money. It's definitely still on.
Shoulders. IGL fragging.
It's not convincing, but it's still on.
For the IGL here from Furia. In this play, and it was strength as a team for Furia, right? They still do a bit of the A play. They don't worry about pillars. Baby door, breakable rather, is the answer. They flood through, they get the site as a team, and they're not trying to do kind of a 2 util trick game, or not trick, but
nice early timeout from them.
People flash and then trade or do this. Everyone back each other up there. That was hard for me to say, sorry. All right, 11-5 now in this one. Crew's gonna call the timeout. They realize a bit of momentum's there for Furia, but there needs to be a discussion apparently just what coach is seeing, how they can reset, and what they need to do to make sure Furia doesn't get any more here. Maybe on this one, since it's Crew on a little buy, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But for these further rounds, they should have the ultimates up, especially Heats.
If anything, on the last round, Crew had perfect reads on everything until there was a slight over-rotate from Shy.
Yeah.
That was going to try to support towards the A side at the staircase, but you can definitely see that Furia, despite them trailing so far behind, the game plan is still there. Force these rotate outs of these positions and faking these parts from C to A, going back through that breakable door, catching players off the rotate.
Okay, they buy a hero gun into this one.
Plan as well to continue that type of pressure. And Crew potentially now calls a timeout to answer onto this. Potentially won't be this round though, because they're on a thrifty buy, the strongest weapon being a Guardian in the hands of Kesdin. Sometimes that's actually good enough in the hands of Crew. And as I say that, the wall.
Okay, well, there's the hero gun, manages to get them a kill. And we get that weird situation that you hate to see on ecos where there's a gun down. It's like, do you protect it or do you leave it? They decide to leave it, especially with the spike down, so they pick up another gun.
But as he's running back,
and he throws them the spike, and then he hears so many. Because he hears so many, they're gonna go aggro. Then Melzer maybe can get a kill. This person is also on the fastest flank ever. Lovely kill from Melzer.
Havoc with all these footsteps heard though, he's going to engage.
And how many did he get here?
And so far has a good timing.
Needs to get at least 2.
Klaus, and he'll get info for the other 2 players that they're scaling back towards Heaven.
Oh, he's going for a walk.
Little walk in the park. There's that headshot.
Yeah, it's a shame that everyone went Heaven. Well, he got his 2.
Out from the paranoia being thrown on the attack from Khalil. Where Crew's surprise on that first blood might be the only positive thing to get out of this round. Furia looks pretty good to close out this round. Although labored once again. Heat getting 2 kills out of that, escapes with a Vandal and a Nightfall for the next round.
That's really lovely.
Furia still gets the round no matter what.
A little bit close.
6.
That luck was everything.
Side of Furia. We did see, we talked about it on their defensive side, that they didn't really have map control to start the extremities. They don't have the C's nade. They don't have a lot of things that would make Crew care as attackers. But now Furia gets to play their own game using the utility where they prioritize, and they are able
just
to
full body spamming him
based on how they're
3 times in a row.
The shots are coming in the sight. It's been 2 very different haps in the sense that Crew had absolute firepower to win their rounds. Furia is playing that organized game of strategy right now and finding the fights in sight and trading each other. Here towards A, we still have a lurk towards the pillars. This is a big push from Melzer.
And Crew going for a heavy shotdown of this. 4 people. Fado hits 3.
That Nightfall on the defense gets
and
so
that's
much
just a straight up body shot with the minus 80 decay. Lovely trade back. And this guy still has Omen Flash. He got an Omen Flash of Seekers.
And is trying to find a backstab. Seekers getting info on 2 players towards B. He's being watched now. He catches it off guard. Now
Keep an eye on the Omen push the whole time. Killjoy's been away from the util, so the alarm bot's off.
Trying to clear out towards A. He trying to run across, and he's able to get the contact on the first kill.
He did great to get 1. Yeah, and now the push behind doesn't matter too much, and he could spam the ult if he wants to.
So far finding these timings.
Looks like they're gonna respect it.
Trades after losing a couple of players.
Dude, some of these rounds
have been initiated here for Furia, so that's gonna run the clock down off that spike.
They're not the norm.
Melzer will have to try to open the door, try to keep the players at bay. When we'll be able to throw the paranoia, push them back towards A site, where MWZ just won against Melzer.
Nice, dude. Every single round out of like the past 3 rounds have been very close, but Furia just fine still. This can't go on much longer. It feels like these aren't convincing rounds.
The 5v4 conversion on that too. I believe it was Klaus that opened up the round for us, and then Furia still able to get in, get the lockdown plant. And yeah, that pushback gives him just enough time to set up. Nazwar is well on one right now. 21 and 12 has not slowed down. Last time we checked in, it was 17 frags. So just collecting heads right now. As they go towards C, Furia feeling the momentum right now, and they're going to keep pressuring this low fly. Melzer again with the Sheriff, just doesn't stop.
Wow, this Boombot is on a mission.
He's able to TP away, so you'll take that for 1 Sheriff shot, 1 body, and an important piece of util on the attack for Furia. So you do have this eco hero rifle for Heat. With this Vandal, Pain Shells pushing Havoc away. He eats the majority of that damage.
Okay, this round is looking hard. I know they have the molly. I know they have the gun advantage, but
Furia now moving towards the A site because he's lost control on both
Killjoy ult. Klaus 1 away from a Viper.
Melzer has done so much for the team already this round. Any blast packing in is now
4 people in the outskirts of A.
Tentative. Furia walks up now.
Oh, the person they might kill here is Shy.
Where this slew of Sheriffs could be that's hiding on the other side. A lockdown? Oh, they feel like they might be too close after that goes down.
If they use the lockdown early here,
still be able to use
they're gonna go B.
Want to make sure they don't get the pressure from the staircase, and an instant trade comes out. Heat again still has his Vandal, and Kesdin
no, they're gonna plant the tree.
Waiting for a slow mark to happen from the B site. As he escaped, though, Conan's able to get the headshot.
No plant, 15 seconds.
Oh man. Dog coming out on the attack. He could not connect.
Ever could be good to allow his teammates to get kills here, though. All that. Yeah, nicely done. Holy hell, they didn't plant when the Killjoy went down.
Furia has just been on the edge.
They missed their chance to plant here.
Each of these rounds, staving it off,
Right, 5 chances to finish this one.
Retakes.
And again, the rounds before just weren't convincing. You could kind of see that this is going to happen.
And Melzer, this opener on the round, you saw how slow Furia played after it. Came down to the post plant, and yeah, Kesnit saying, we got this. We calm down, we're good.
Comet had the read, knowing that nobody was on B, had a chance to even wallbang late now to prevent the spike from getting planted. Melzer trying to push even more forward in round number 20.
Oh my god.
Gets stopped now by a boom button. Really, it's only him with a one-way smoke doing so much work anchoring the C side.
That was insane.
Push back towards front B. There's 3 players from Cruvisa waiting right there for Furia.
W Power with the Prime. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate it.
Tough thing. I don't know, the Sky.
Man, that really caught me off.
Mound. Let's just go over that as they slowly take this. They're having trouble taking Mound there with that one-way just. You can Skybird over, but it doesn't tell you how many are there. If you haunt over, you might be able to get a ping. You might be able to play off a little more with a Prowler follow. The util game seems like it's just not working for Furia, even though Sky works, right? It's not a problem in the composition. But it does not seem like it's giving them the space that they need right now, especially losing members in the beginning. Crew opening up with more first bloods and just making it so hard for Furia to put something together.
They smoked out the turret at least to really be able to get into the site, forcing the players of Cruvisa to fall back and play the retake. And they retake with a showstopper first. It connects right at the entrance, fully blinded.
Yeah, I mean, convincing. Really was.
A dominating map no matter what for Cruvisa.